قراءة القارئ الإمام الذي بين أيديهم.
And that is that they're not giving their full attention and their intellect, their minds, to the reciting of the man, the Imam who's leading them reciting, who's in front of them reciting. They're not paying attention. Their mind is not with him and what he's doing.
ولذلك فهم يقعون في مثل هذه المخالفة الجلية. وإن تعجب فعجب كل العجب أن هناك أحد إخواننا الذين يخطبون كل جمعة في مسجد صلاح الدين، ألا وهو الأستاذ الفاضل أبو مالك.
So the Shaykh says, for thus the people have fallen into this mukhalifah, this opposition to the Sunnah, this great opposition to the Sunnah. And he says also it's amazing, extremely amazing, that we see that one of our brothers, the teacher, the noble teacher, Abu Malik, mentioning him, and he says he's the khatib who gives the khutbah every Jumu'ah at a masjid known as Masjid Silsilatul-Hudaa. And he said all of you all know him, in this gathering you all know him inshallah.
لا يكبر إلا بعد أن ينبه الحاضرين الذين سيصلون خلفه لا تسبقوني بآمين.
He said he won't, for the Jumu'ah Salah, he won't give the takbir to begin the prayer until after first letting the people know, informing the people who are present, saying to them, do not precede me in saying Ameen. Do not race me and precede me in saying Ameen. It's reached to a point where he has to make open, the Imam of the masjid there, the Khatib, he has to make open announcements every Jumu'ah to let the people know, don't do this. And this is something that's a basic aspect of the Sunnah. This is how bad it's gotten in the become in the Ummah. Amazing.
ويا سبحان الله كأنما يتكلم بالجمال.
So the Shaykh says, and it's as if he's speaking to some inorganic, beings, some lifeless, mannequins or something.
فلا يكاد يقرأ أول ركعة ولا الضالين إلا يضج المسجد بآمين قبل أن نسمع تأمينه.
So he says the Shaykh barely gets to say Ameen in the first rak'ah, and even in the first rak'ah, barely gets to even say Ameen before the masjid is ringing out with the sound of Ameen. The people saying Ameen, racing him, even after he just reminded them not to do it. The first rak'ah he can't even say Ameen, and the people are saying Ameen before him.
لا نسمع تأمينه.
And the Shaykh says even to the contrary, we don't even get to hear his saying Ameen, the Imam.
لأنه يذهب مع تأمين المصلين.
And this is because his voice of Ameen is drowned out with the Ameen of those who are praying, or the Musallin, those who are praying behind him. You don't even get to hear the Imam's Ameen.
بدل ما يذهب تأمين المصلين مع تأمين الإمام.
That is, that the people begin saying their Ameen with the Imam saying Ameen. When it's time for him to say Ameen, you hear them, they're saying Ameen with him. You don't even get to listen to hear him saying Ameen at all. They're already saying Ameen in the place where, before him, superseding him. And the Shaykh says, so for this reason, I remind you all, and barely reminding benefits the believers.
بهذا الحديث الصحيح إذا أمن الإمام فأمنوا فإنه من وافق تأمينه تأمين الملائكة.
I remind you all of this authentic hadith, the Sahih hadith, where the Prophet ﷺ said, when the Imam says Ameen, then you all say Ameen. For verily whoever's Ameen agrees with or coincides with the Ameen, saying of Ameen of the angels, then he will be forgiven for his previous sins. And he just repeats the last part, they will be forgiven, that person will be forgiven for his previous sins.
أنا أعتقد أن سبب هذه الغفلة يعود إلى أهل العلم.
So Shaykh al-Albani goes on to say, I believe personally that the reason for this absent-mindedness, this unawareness and ignorance of this issue, unawareness in this issue, it goes back to, the blame points back, or the reason points back to the people of knowledge.
هذا إن كان هناك من يسمى لأنهم من أهل العلم.
And he says this is if you want to even consider who is it actually that are the people of knowledge that we're talking about, are they really qualified or deserving of the title that they should be called, with being this title of from the people of knowledge.
لأننا ندين الله ونعتقد جازمين أن العلم ليس هو أن يقرأ الفقيه بل المتفقه كتابا من كتب مذهب من المذاهب الأربع المتبعة.
The Shaykh, he says this is because he said we believe with absolute conviction that knowledge is not that a faqih or a jurist or one who's just seeking to be a faqih, considered a faqih, or seeking to understand information, that he just reads. This knowledge is not that this person just reads from the books of the four madhabs which are followed by the people, the four imams, the four madhabs, just read from those books of those four madhabs rather, which the people follow and consider think that they're supposed to be followed.
من مذاهب أهل السنة والجماعة.
And the Shaykh says from the madhabs of the Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah, these four well-known madhabs, the Hanafis, the Maliki, the Shafi'i, and the Hanbali. He said ilm is not that a person just reads into those four books and just takes whatever he finds there, or just reads whatever he finds of one of the madhabs that he's following.
إنه لا يدري أهذا الذي قرأه هو ثابت بالكتاب أم بالسنة.
And then after reading this information, the person, he doesn't even know whether this information which he's read in that one madhab he's following, whether it's confirmed from the book or from the book of Allah, meaning the Quran, or something confirmed from the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. Or is it something that's confirmed from the ijma', the consensus of the agreed upon consensus of the Ummah of Islam, the Ummah?
وأن هذا الإجماع إن كان منقولا هل هو إجماع ثابت صحيح؟
Or whether this ijma', this consensus that is claimed and been conveyed in the books, is it a ijma' that is confirmed and authentic? Is it a correct ijma'?
أم ثبت ذلك بالقياس؟
Or has that thing that he read about, has it been confirmed by analogical deduction, qiyas? Or is it something that has been something that has been approved by mere opinion, or by just discovery, some type of discovered opinion, istinbat or ra'i?
ثم هل هذا قياس جلي أم خفي؟
And is this qiyas, is it a qiyas that is apparent, or is it a qiyas that is khafiyan, hidden type, or unclear, concealed type of qiyas?
هل هو صحيح أم ضعيف؟
And is it sahih, authentic, correct, or it is da'if, is it weak?
ليس الفقه أن يقرأ كتابا من تلك الكتب ثم هو لا يدري من أين جاءت هذه المسائل التي يقرأها.
So the Shaykh says fiqh is not one just reading from these books and then taking from them, and yet the person doesn't even know from where these issues, where the evidence has come concerning these issues which he's read about. He doesn't even know where this is coming from, the conclusions of these views. This is not fiqh, he says. And then he said the person after just reading blindly from those books and not knowing how to decipher the information, whether it's correct or not, from those madhab books, then he bases his opinions on those views, or those things which he has read, and then he starts spreading them, not even knowing whether that information is correct or not even being able to decipher whether that information is correct or not. He said this is not ilm and this is not fiqh. He said this is not ilm, this is not knowledge like this.
العلم كما قال ذلك القائد العالم المحقق حقا ألا وهو ابن قيم الجوزية رحمه الله.
He said knowledge is just as it has been said by that the speaker, the sayer, the one who made the statement, this alim this great alim, the great scholar. He said, verily, this scholar is Ibn Qayyim al-Jawziyah, may Allah have mercy on him. He said, the knowledge, the knowledge of this religion is Allah said, and the Prophet ﷺ said, and then to the end of his statement. And he said, but now, today, you barely can even find someone who's considered a alim, a scholar, a person of knowledge, in reality, who's deserving the right of this title, an alim, a person of knowledge. And he said, that is one who is spreading the statements of the Prophet ﷺ, the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ amongst the people. And not only that, but he's spreading the authentic, the sahih narrations of the Prophet ﷺ amongst the people, the true alim. The Shaykh says everything that's attributed to the Prophet ﷺ is not, everything that's attributed to the Messenger of Allah ﷺ is not confirmed and authentic. Everything that's just attributed to him.
لذلك ليس العلم كما قلت آنفا حاكيا عن بعضهم إنما العلم قال الله قال رسول الله فقل من تجد من ينشر أقوال الرسول الصحيحة.
He says, so as I said before, this is not knowledge, the one who is doing who's spreading knowledge that he's not sure about. This is not the person. This does not confirm. This is not the person of knowledge. He said, actually, knowledge is as it was said by Ibn Qayyim al-Jawziyah. The knowledge is Allah said, and the Prophet ﷺ said. And not just that, but the person also is spreading those narrations of the Prophet ﷺ. They're using those narrations of the Prophet ﷺ, which are authentic. And not only are they just spreading his statements that are authentic, but then they're spreading the information, the Sunnah of his deeds that are confirmed, the Prophet's actions which are authenticated and confirmed as well.
فمن هذه الأقوال الصحيحة التي اتفق على روايتها الشيخان الجليلان.
He says, and from these statements which are sahih and authentic of the Prophet ﷺ, that which has been agreed is that statement which has been agreed upon by the two sheikhs, Imam al-Bukhari and Imam Muslim.
البخاري ومسلم رحمه الله تبارك وتعالى إذا أمن الإمام فأمنوا فإنه من وافق تأمينه تأمين الملائكة غفر له ما تقدم من ذنبه.
He says that hadith was reported by Bukhari and Muslim, may Allah have mercy on both of them, where the Prophet ﷺ said, when the Imam says Ameen, then the followers, the people, then you all say Ameen. For verily whoever's Ameen, saying of Ameen, agrees with the Ameen of the angels, he will be forgiven for what is preceded of his previous sin.
سلفنا الصالح إذا سمعوا حديثا هو دون هذا في الأهمية وكل أحاديث الرسول عليه السلام مهمة.
He said, in the way of our Salaf, the pious predecessors, the early people of Islam, when they heard an authentic Sunnah, when they heard a Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, even less than this hadith in reference to importance, and this hadith, and every statement of the Prophet ﷺ, hadith of the Prophet ﷺ is considered important. But he said, we do know that the hadith, they have the statements of the Prophet ﷺ have various levels. For example, the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ that alludes to something that's obligatory is not like the hadith that just alludes to something that is preferred and not obligatory.
كانوا يقولون لو سافر المسلم سفرا خاصا وفي تعبيرهم لو شد الرحلة.
So anyway, our Salaf, they used to say,
فهل أنتم على الأقل في هذه اللحظة منتبهون لمعنى هذا الحديث؟
So he says, are you all paying attention to the meaning of this hadith? Are you all aware and paying attention? You all who are listening now, do you even know, are you aware of the meaning of this hadith? Paying attention to it? And he repeats the hadith again, listen, when the Imam says Ameen,
then say, you